Hey guys, it's the Nerdy One. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment on how you feel about the whole game. And let's just jump right into it. We gotta tail these guards and not fall below 1 health.
The price of wheat having doubled?
Yeah, we gotta move within groups.
These days I hardly recognize my beloved Chita. She was a
Right
stripper
here.
of every layer.
Piazza di Spagna. The future site of the famously peculiar Piazza di Spagna, this public expanse at the foot of the Spanish Steps is shaped as an elongated triangle rather than a square. Named after the Spanish embassy to the Holy See, the piazza became one of Rome's most popular meeting places. Notably, the romantic poet John Keats spent his final hours in a flat overlooking the piazza. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, except when you're about to die of TB. I mean,
law that applies to just such things.
yeah, I'd say that's probably not fun.
Sua Signoria Cesare Borgia would like to invite all cittadini to witness the might of the new war machines created
I am
by
through
the
with
great
this video.
Maestro da Vinci. The campaign in Romagna will surely be won decisively with the aid
At least we got my boy off to the top.
Do you know what that big face?
I was eyeing the chicken. Date la carità.
So I hope everybody's having a good day.
Tuo marmo doveva arrivare ieri, idiota!
I borrowed these holes for my cuisine.
I was gonna record yesterday, but I wasn't feeling great. Feeling a bit better today, so I decided to record. And I'll be streaming tonight.
I saw another procession go by here.
So we'll have some more videos from those streams to upload in the days to come. Nope. But first, Piazza del Popolo. The future site of the famous Piazza del Popolo in the early 15th century, the piazza was merely a continuation of the Via Flaminia. As a result, it was most travelers' first view of Rome upon arrival. The powers that be eventually decided they'd rather the first impression of Rome be a little more impressive than a muddy expanse, so they set about building the beautiful square it is today.
You think you can outrun us?
Oh, there he is. And that is that mission. Now looking at the map, doesn't look like I can do any sync points yet.
was beautiful.
She was, until that porco defiled her. I wish he'd just killed her. I wish he'd just killed La Mia Amata. People who saw her grow up cheered when he spat on her. Smiles on their faces when her neck...
I understand.
How can you? My Livia was innocent.
I have lost family to the rope. To treachery.
Il Carnefice watches from his home on the hill above. He threatens to hang me if I cut her rope.
Kill them with the hidden blade.
When you are ready, take her down. I will deal with Il Carnefice.
Il Carnefice. Born 1473, was an executioner, obviously. There's nothing in the history books about Il Carnefice, so I did a little digging in Abstergo's mainframe. Here's what I found. A natural ally for the Borgia, Il Carnefice kills to the roar of an approving crowd. The other small piece of information I could dig up is that he fancies himself as some sort of twisted artist. I guess that explains the crowd bit. I wonder if he does tricks while performing executions, or whether it's all in the subtle way he pulls the lever. I don't know. Sorry, forgot to turn my phone on silent.
I am not involved. Please ignore me.
Let's go this way.
Nice work down there. Not my best, but it's hard to make up.
Requiescat in pace.
Take him now.
Won't get away with this.
Jeez. Stop that.
I just did. Oh, there's that. Okay, taken out. I see this chest. I'm gonna take it. Santa Maria del Miracoli and Santa Maria di Montesent. Set of coordinates Sean took from Subject 16 converges on this landmark, and you should check it out. This modest church initially housed humble Carmelite monks who are probably in there right now, hiding from the outside world. Eventually it was converted into one of the twin churches that stand on the edge of the present-day Piazza del Popolo. Renovations took 13 years, starting in 1662. The resulting structures have become iconic landmarks in modern-day Rome. I don't think I can do anything with the what that marking was talking about. Let's see. Not what I wanted to do.
Senato di Roma is making a far-reaching appeal to all Romans to please be careful when taking trips and marching.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything with that yet, so we'll come back to that later. For now... No, don't.
The Curie.
Mausoleo di Augusto. If you were anyone of importance in Rome and died between 24 BCE and 98 CE, you were buried in here. Occupied by the Colonna family in the Middle Ages, the mausoleo was fortified and converted into part of the Castel Sant'Angelo. Yes, they lived with dead people. After the humiliating defeat of the Commune of Rome in 1167, the Colonna family was disgraced, banished from the city, and their fortification was dismantled. Later, the family was allowed back into Rome and spent the duration of the Renaissance feuding with the rival Orsini family. If this teaches us anything, it's that if you want to get rid of someone, hang them, because banishment is far too temporary. I mean, that does seem to be the moral of that story. No, why?
Ezio, what a surprise to see you here.
I thought you had sent for me.
Never. News of the Villa attack has spread across the city. We were certain that you were dead.
Not yet. I am still very much alive.
The Borgia must not discover that you escaped them.
Yeah.
Follow
Throw him
me.
into the scaffold.
Take care not to draw any undue attention.
When do I ever?
Yeah.
You would be wise to purchase missing equipment. You will not live long in Roma without supplies.
I have my blade.
Don't
And the guards have their guns, courtesy of the Borgia. Fortunately, I can help you.
Grazie.
While you are in my debt, perhaps you will listen to reason.
As soon as I hear some, I will let you know.
Oh, shots fired.
Metal is made into fine art in this superior.
Every Renaissance community needed a blacksmith. Swords, locks, pans, knives, nails, and armor were all made from metal and all needed to be shaped. In addition, architectural ironwork flourished during the Renaissance as blacksmiths began to apply their practical craft towards making.
For your establishment. See for your.
So, let's see what we got. Nothing needs repairs. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, let's get more armor. And huh. Interesting. We'll worry about that later. For now, the stiletto.
I suppose
Then,
you only appeared to be.
now you can survive the journey back to Firenze.
Perhaps. But I'm not going to Firenze.
Oh.
There will be no peace until we rise up against the entire Borgia family and the Templars who serve them.
I do not recall such brave talk at Monteriggioni.
How could I have known that they would find me so quickly? That they would kill Mario?
Rodrigo surrounds himself with snakes and murderers. Even his daughter Lucrezia has been sharpened into one of his most artful weapons. but she pales in comparison to the man behind the villa attack. He is ambitious, ruthless, and cruel beyond imagining. The laws of men mean nothing to him. He murdered his own brother to take power. He knows neither danger nor fatigue. Those who do not fall by his sword clamor to join his ranks. The powerful Orsini and Colonna families have been brought to kneel at his feet, and the King of France stands at his side.
Give me his name.
Cesare, head of the papal armies. What does he intend to do with his power? What drives the man? That I still do not know. But Ezio, Cesare has set his sights on all of Italia, and at this rate he will have it.
Is that admiration I hear in your voice?
He knows how to exercise his will. A rare virtue in the world today.
There's a bunch of flags in this one too.
The guard don't suspect. I only painted it. Signore, ho peccato con molti.
Don't know if you guys can hear the whispering.
Should we not travel by horse? Roma is quite large.
As Cesare's conquests in Romagna continue to succeed, and the Borgia grow in power, they have taken desirable areas of the city for themselves. We cannot use the stables here.
Oh, the will of the Borgia is law now?
What are you implying, Ezio?
Do not play dumb with me, Machiavelli.
Do you have some kind of plan?
I am improvising.
Flying by the seat of my pants.
Isn't there a decency law that applies to just
The curious. Is there a reason for this lunacy?
In there.
That's a curious
It's just... That's
Hold! I know that. That one, sure. Wait, please! The word that I'm sure
No, no! Keep on him, boys! All angry! Take him down, Paolo! What are you waiting for? Let me go.
no, I wanna...
Stronzo! Get off! Get off me!
Maybe with you every step of the way.
I did not do anything wrong, did I? You scared me.
Just because you kill a few guards does not mean the people will grant access to the stables.
You are right. We need to send a signal. Wait here.
Qualche spicciolo per mangiare.
I dead.
many years and could we are mad? Better
me out of there, please. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
It seems the stable is now available for purchase.
After you.
The Holy See has agreed. The new code of conduct concerning garment modesty and of punishment for sins of revealed flesh. The one major alteration is regarding the minimum length of sleeves to be worn by donors when in public. Udite! To all residents and visitors to Roma, please watch for falling masonry when near building sites. Condolences are extended to all citizens of the English nation.
No. I wasn't close enough.
Reminder, do not drink the water.
Don't lose any health.
Here! Andiamo! Here!
The new rates for indulgences have been published on the doors of all the Città della Città. All may consult them freely.
Pantheon. This architectural wonder still stands as the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome 2,000 years after being built. The opening at the dome's center, known as an oculus, is the singular source of light for the immense chamber. Constructed in 126 CE by Marcus Agrippa as a temple to all the ancient Roman gods, the Pantheon has since become a beacon of Christianity. The structure has been burned, rebuilt, robbed, modified, torn down, and renovated so many times the interior contains a myriad of conflicting icons and symbols. Apparently, most gods had this building constructed in their honor. I, however, recommend worshipping at the modern-day espresso bars surrounding it.
You excel at opening wounds, Ezio. But can you also close them?
I intend to heal the sickness, not treat its symptoms.
Stop sparring with me.
Fine, let us talk openly then. Rodrigo Borgia's death would not have solved anything.
I am inclined to disagree.
Look at this city, the center of Borgia and Templar rule. Killing one man will not change things. We need to take away the source of their power.
Are you suggesting we appeal to the people?
Maybe.
Relying on the people is like building on the sand. Hey. Fight! Fight! Here! Whoa!
You are wrong. Our belief in humanity rests at the heart of the Assassin Brotherhood.
He must be from your inner circle. Go, get back what he has stolen. I will wait at the Campidoglio. I am meeting a contact there.
Give me back my money! Come back here!
No. Get out
You
of
are
the
making a big mistake! Your master is the devil himself!
Get out of here before I regret sparing your life.
What exactly prompted that outpouring of impertinence?
Alright.
How does it feel knowing you probably...
Let's go back to Machiavelli. most famous of the seven hills of Rome, Il Campidoglio's ancient history yields layers of ruins steeped in mythology. Several important Roman temples were built atop the hill, including the Temple of Juno, the Temple of Virtus, and the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus Capitolinus. In 79, the hill was also home to the Tabularium, the empire's main archive. In the Middle Ages, it became the city center of civic government just before receiving a facelift from Michelangelo.
Has he been drinking?
Palazzo del Conservatore, one of the structures that comprises the Campidoglio. This palazzo served as the seat of the Roman magistrate responsible for administrating the city, or as the Pope liked to call him, his party planning committee. By the end of the 15th century, they had very little actual power. The Pope ran the city from the Vatican. In the mid-16th century, Michelangelo got his talented little hands on the building, redesigning the facade and adding gigantic Corinthian pilaster strips on high pedestals to make it a little less ostentatious. I'm not certain he succeeded. Michelangelo was a artist, not a miracle worker.
Did you liberate your money from our friend?
I did.
I did.
A small victory.
They add up, and in time with work, we'll have a few dozen more.
And in time, Cesare's gaze will return to us, and we'll be broken again. Now, where is my contact, Vinicio? He should have already intercepted the letter. Follow me.
Rendezvous with Machiavelli's contact and retrieve the letter he carries, and catch the Borgia carrier in under 1 minute. Palazzo Senatorial, built during the 13th and 14th century as the senatorial seat for administration of justice in Rome, the palazzo is the dominating structure of the Campidoglio. Tourists today would see an impressive double-flighted staircase in front, which was designed by Michelangelo. Not only intended to induce fear in the climacophobic, these stairs were part of a commission Michelangelo just received to redo several of the buildings on the Campidoglio at the behest of Pope Paul III for the sole purpose of impressing Charles V, then ruler of the Holy Roman Empire. Basically, the Renaissance political equivalent of a toddler doing headstands for his daddy. And the Tempio di Vespasiano. Standing at the western end of the Roman Forum between the Temple of Concordia and the Temple of Saturn, the Tempio was built to honor the Flavian dynasty, comprised of emperors Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. As part of the deification process, construction was ordered by Titus shortly after his father Vespasian's death in 79. Legend tells us Vespasian's last words were, "Pity, I think I'm turning into a god," which incidentally will also be my last words. We're not reading that. There's too much reading.
Look at these facades masquerading as government. The Pope is very clever to keep this place in business. It fools your friend, the people, quite easily.
When did you become so cynical?
I merely describe the reality of Roma today. But all may not be lost. The good news is that we have allies in the city. How much longer this will last, however, I cannot say.
Hey, hey!
He was attempting to steal official Vatican mail.
Perdonatemi, signore. You must be mistaken.
Who are you working for, ladro?
I am working for no one.
Then no one will care what we do to you.
Grazie.
Where is it?
The courier still has the letter.
Ezio, stop him! Fight!
Uno minuto. Wait, wrong language.
Me at the termit!
Well, I can't do anything with that. But yeah, whole lot has opened up. We got time for another mission at least. Now it says we can leave the Animus. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave the Animus real quick.
Break time.
Everything all right?
I don't like being stuck underground with them out there looking for us.
You're doing a great job. We're safe here.
But for how long? Vidic won't give up. I know it.
Neither will we.
We have work to do.
You still managing the teams out in the field?
No phone line. Rebecca's working on patching us into the network.
So how's it feel letting the lady do all the work?
She's no lady.
Hey!
Desmond's like, uh-huh.
You think we're safe here?
I'm more concerned with the other assassins out there. If Abstergo stumbles onto information about the temples, we could have a disaster on our hands.
The only people alive who've heard of the temples are here in this room.
For now, and who knows, maybe they're listening to this conversation and you just gave everything away.
You brought them up first.
You are paranoid, Desmond.
Ah. Well played.
We don't have time for chit-chat.
Why do we have to stay down here all day?
Abstergo's still looking for us. It'd be better if we never went out at all, but then we'd run out of supplies.
It's like being in a cave during a rainstorm.
Yeah, well, knowing the Templars, monsoon season's about to arrive.
Yeah, probably.
You ever use the Animus?
Your ancestors have such interesting lives. I went in once. It was pretty lame.
Yeah, what were you? Some kind of spinster, probably.
Worse, a Prussian mercenary. I spent hours firing guns. Boring!
Yeah, guns are for sissies.
Gotta stay with the code.
Alright.
Good to go.
Little break from the action to get some character building. Guns are for sissies, Sean. You're right. Alright. Deliver the letter to Machiavelli near the Terme di Traiano. Don't lose any health. Owned. There isn't much about the followers of Romulus in the history books, but from what I found, they were a pagan cult operating in several abandoned locations underneath Rome. The cult worshipped the mythological founder of the city of Rome, Romulus, who was supposedly raised by wolves. The followers believed that Romulus was part wolf and part man, which explains their retro wardrobe and bad table manners.
Murderers come from? They must have come from in here.
Locate the shrine to Romulus within 8 minutes. Perhaps the best example of early Roman imperial machismo, Nero had this gaudy monstrosity built after the Great Fire of Rome. Thought to have been as big as 300 acres, this gilded and bejeweled palace contained vineyards, pastures with flocks, groves, and a man-made lake. To top it off, Nero commissioned a 35-meter-tall bronze statue of himself to be placed just outside the main entrance, reassuring any doubters as to who exactly owned the building. The palace was known as a party villa, considering there were over 300 rooms, none of which were sleeping quarters. The list of ridiculous extravagancies goes on forever, one standout being a mechanism powered by slaves that rotated the dome ceiling of the grand dining hall as the heavens, while raining rose petals onto Nero's guests below. Alright. We got a bunch of switches. Hell. What the hell? Alright, one more. nice people. And I have just under a minute. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Oh shit, this is where I came from.
Now I can get back up here.
Yeah. Almost got it. That's what I was supposed to do.
That could help if I fall. Perfect. A route up if I fall.
Let's just go on and claim all this treasure. Why do they have a bunch of tomatoes? I leave my family's armor here, one of the finest sets ever made. May you who finds it receive strength in battle. Change of handwriting. We have taken it and set it back behind the iron door. 6 keys unlock it, spread amongst our brothers. It shall be said to come from Romulus, and they will worship it.
The followers of Romulus. This band of false pagans has been terrorizing the city for months and driving the people into the arms of the church.
Quite convenient.
Exactly. I believe the Borgia are supporting them, but proof remains scarce. That is why the letter is so important.
Here it is. I hope you can break a cipher.
Cazzo! Another encryption. This one was supposed to be legible. They are transmitting them using a code sheet. Without it, we have nothing.
Sometimes logic is not the only way to win a war. Andiamo. You said we had allies in the city. Bring me to them.
Follow me.
Alright, I guess we're finishing this mission.
We recently began traveling through the tunnels to avoid the guards, but many of the entrances in the city are broken. By using them, we can get to our destination rapidly without encountering resistance.
I like it.
Ben trovato, Nicolò. Ah, Ser Ezio. A pleasure. Fabio Orsini, at your service. I've heard a great deal about you from my cousin, Bartolomeo d'Alviano.
A fine warrior.
Fabio has lent us an unused storeroom on Isola Tiberina.
I know you were used to better accommodations in Toscana.
It is perfect.
Bene. Then I am off to begin preparations for Romagna. Today, Cesare commands my men, but soon, I hope we will be free.
Now I propose we begin planning our assault on the Borgia.
Oh, you think we are ready for such an attack?
Si.
Do you know, for instance, where the Borgia troops took Caterina Sforza?
What?
Are you also unaware that the Borgia have captured the Apple of Eden?
How could we have lost the apple?
So, you do not know what goes on with our enemies. Do we at least have an underground here to work with?
Hardly. Our mercenaries are ensnared in a losing battle with Cesare's French allies. We have girls working for us in a brothel, frequented by cardinals and other important Romans. But the madam there is lazy, and would rather attend parties than further our cause.
What about the city's thieves? Do they have a guild?
Si, but they refuse to talk to us. I don't know why. What are you going to do?
Make some friends.
It's time to make friends. And there is sequence 2. Sequence 3, the fighter, the lover, and the thief. And we'll take a look at Fabio Orsini real quick. 1476 or 1477. Condottiero. From the fierce Orsini family, Fabio was already fighting by the age of 18, entering Montepulciano to help the Sienese. In 1498, he partnered with Bartolomeo di Alviano, I can't talk, against the Savelli, a rival family, and joined the dark side, marrying Geronima Borgia, a cousin of Lucrezia. At first, Fabio seems to help his new in-laws, but then in 1499, while Cesare is in Romagna, he frees a friend imprisoned in the Tor di Nona, suggesting his allegiance to the Borgia may have been wavering. Once his father Paolo was killed by Cesare, he fled for prudence and attacked Micheletto's army and lost, becoming an outlaw raiding the countryside. His notoriety put him on a list of bandits published by the Pope. He continued to wage war for the rest of his short life, dying of a head wound after the Battle of Garigliano in 1504. And with that, we'll go ahead and leave things there for now. Next time, well, before next time, I will have got all the viewpoints that I can get at this point. I don't think they let you get all of them, but I'm pretty sure I can get most of them. And we'll try and get any side stuff that I can. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment on your opinions of the game and how I'm doing at this YouTube thing. Take care, and I'll see you next time.